doesn't show that I'm live. It says I'm live. What? Oh, I am live. Okay. Okay, good. I was worried. It didn't say I was live for the first couple of seconds. Okay, good. We are live. Alright, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Watch team is here for a really long stream. We got quite a lot to talk about today. Have so much to talk about that I had decided, well, we should just do a stream because there is so much to talk about. We have multiple systems, just not even just these systems, but then also what the forecast models are showing for the North Atlantic. So we got quite a bit to talk about. First, I just kind of want to go over what we have going on now in the tropical world. What we currently have active right now, Tropical Cyclone Hone. Now in the Central Pacific, here is the latest satellite imagery. They're at 35 knots, 1,007 millibars. According to the National Hurricane Center, it will be beginning to move into an area of more favorable weather, and it will begin to intensify. As of right now, it is hanging on to tropical storm status at 35 knots, 40 miles an hour. You can see quite a bit of wind shear pushing a lot of the convection away from the center of circulation. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, here's one. So you can see there's the center of circulation. You can see a lot of the wind shear pushing that convection away from the center of circulation, exposing the center, which basically just means that it is weakening. But as the air begins to move into an area more a more favorable area, it will begin to intensify. So as you can see, here it is here. It's going to intensify past these islands and could even reach 50, 60 miles an hour once again. So we do expect it to become a relatively moderately strong tropical storm, 50 to 60 miles an hour, as it begins to move continuously into the Central Pacific, almost into the West Pacific there. Yeah, this system which is completely falling apart now. Looks like the center circulation is here. But regardless, that is not going to change the fact that there is still heavy rain as well as flooding portions of eastern Japan. To continue, we do have other systems that we do expect to impact Japan. I will be talking about those later today. The system there looks just south of, what is that, Iran? Yeah, like it's zoomed out. I don't know how to zoom out. Looks like, oh, that's Pakistan. I think this is Iran. This is Pakistan. This is India. Yeah, that's Pakistan. It's almost south of Iran, but currently it's just south of Pakistan, producing very heavy rain there along the immediate coastlines there. We're all going to go into more depth about this, just going a quick overview of all the systems that we have here. And then 92W, which we are closely monitoring as the storm continues to undergo lots of deep convection. It is more of a zoomed out look. You see lots of deep convection with this entire system. They're just east of the Philippine Islands, of the Philippines. Alright, I want to go straight to the National Hurricane Center. Talk a little bit about what we got going on here. There is a disturbance over southeast Texas, which has, surprisingly, there is a chance at all of it developing. Alright, producing lots of heavy rain of portions of over southeast Texas, the greater Houston area, Victoria, possibly Victoria, in the Houston area is going to see lots of heavy rain, Galveston, and possibly portions of southwest Louisiana. To get a better and closer look at this, there is the system. It is set basically right over the Houston Chip Channel, the Galveston Bay area. And we're going to see a lot of heavy rain with this over today. Do you want to look at the radar for that area and talk a little bit about the flooding that we could be seeing for the Houston area? Is Radar Omega even active anymore? Because I got rid of my subscription mainly because I don't do any streams. I don't want to save money. But darn. Alright, it's okay. I have another place we can go, but I don't feel like reactivating it right now. Oh, god dang it. I know there's a radar site for... Oh, I'm with the National Weather Service, that's why. quick zoom here in an area of what we're looking at here. Well, I really just need the National Weather Service to talk about what is going on here for Southeast Texas, specifically the Houston area. Lots of rain. A majority of the rain will be situated through the coastal counties along the coast, and then the farther inland that you go, you will have a less chance of seeing rain. Farther north you go. Careful with this hazardous weather outlook is for. But yes, we will be seeing rain throughout the day today. There's not really a whole lot to talk about because it's going to be raining all day today. Lots of flooding today. Flash flooding is possible throughout Houston area today along the coastal counties, coastal towns. That was an Australian center today. Oh my god. This is killing me. And then we have these other two systems, which I'm going to go right into depth. And this system right here is possibly expected to move into the Gulf of Mexico as a storm. And this is where our issues begin with the Gulf of Mexico. Could be rough. Let's get right into it. Alright, go right in. Here it is, right in this area. You're going to see it has to go through here, but it doesn't really start developing really once it really starts getting into the Gulf of Mexico. That's when it starts to ramp up. And you can see movement inland there in southwest Louisiana. Kind of rides the coast of Texas almost there. I'm going to zoom that in to south central U.S. Not particularly rides the coast, but gets relatively close to the coast, producing possibly lots of really bad rip currents, heavy rain, possibly some tornadoes along the coastline there as well. But it does look like overall there will be a landfall there in southwest Louisiana, particularly close to Cameron, Louisiana, same region where Laura made landfall in 2020, 4 years ago. So this does not look like a slow-moving system. It does look really quick, and then it just kind of stretches completely apart. It falls completely apart over Mississippi, Alabama, and Tennessee. However, flooding will continue to be a big threat with these systems. So it looks like it's not going to just develop. It's not going to develop until it doesn't really organize until it gets into the Gulf, which is better news because if it were to organize in the Caribbean, it would have a much more chance of it developing into something more serious once it got into the Gulf. Intensified. That seems to be the major issue that we're looking at today with the potential of seeing those storms there in the Gulf of Mexico and overall the North Atlantic completely. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to look at some of the other storms as well. Houston would be, I wouldn't say demolished, but Houston would definitely be impacted, very impacted. We got a direct impact, but it does look like it will be a fast-moving storm. That's just according to GFS. I do want to look at the ICON model and some of the ICON models as well. 18Z, I'll look at that because I haven't actually seen much here. What is the 18Z showing here? Let's see here what we got. Oh Lord, what do we got here? Oh yeah, that's pretty bad. So that's more of a landfall near, okay, so San Antonio, Corpus Christi. 929, that's most likely a Cat 4, 140 to 150 miles an hour is what I would say. Lots of onshore flow. Looks like the core of the system, the heaviest rain remains there in the center. Houston would be on the west side. You have tornadoes, lots of flooding. But it doesn't really stall out. It stalls out there for a second. But other than that, it keeps making its way north. This would not be a Harvey. If this wouldn't be the scenario, that would in fact happen. But again, its uncertainty is incredibly massive. We do not know everything that's going to be happening with this system because how far out it is. So that's why the models are kind of going all over the place. And yeah, you're right. It could go anywhere from Mexico to the Bahamas. But just the latest models today have showed it for the Western Gulf of Mexico, Northwest Gulf of Mexico, specifically. What is the icon showing? Here it is. Really weak. Very weak. So it is very far out. We don't know where it's going, but I do like to talk a little bit about what we could see in terms of the future with storms. I like to have an idea what the models are saying, what all the different models are showing for where these storms are going to go. That gives me an idea of which models are going to be more accurate as time goes along. More models are showing, and consistency is key. The more models are being consistent with it going towards Mexico, there'll be most likely chance to go to Mexico. So consistency is key when you're predicting storms with modeling. Modeling isn't easy at all. Because like here it shows, oh, okay, Southwest Louisiana. But you go to, 18Z, and like I have just been talking about, and it shows a direct landfall there near Corpus Christi. And you go to other models that may show it stalls off the coast at 1,007 millibars, so it doesn't look like it develops into anything tropical of severity. Oh yeah, there is no LST anymore. It's gonna really hang on to. Oh yeah. So but yeah, that's another thing as well, because there is no low level circulation. If we go to it's really hard to even find. I don't even know if I'll be able to find it. I think it's this system right here. There's no low level circulation. It's just a clump of thunderstorms. And models are just saying, oh, it's probably going to develop to something. They think it's going to develop to something. And so the National Hurricane Center says, okay, give 20% chance to the next, 50% chance in the next 5 days. It looks like it's going to go into a favorable area and it could develop. But right now, we're just closely monitoring it. We're giving updates. Next area will bring conditions will be to the lesser Antilles. We'll bring some heavy rain. Yeah. GFS is just insane. Alright, let's take a look and see what we got for the East Pacific, folks. What's going on here? It's been a long time since I've done a video tropical weather update. Absolutely nothing. Usually when we see little to no activity in the East Pacific, means activity in the Atlantic is probably going to start spiking. So very little activity is expected in the East Pacific, which is a bad sign for sure. Central Pacific, we still got home going on out there. Still putting on a fight. It's going to eventually dissipate and fall apart completely. No new storms are expected in the Central Pacific. Possibly a typhoon we're going to see. Just want to go through all the areas here. And then we're going to look at the West Pacific. Because the West Pacific looks like it's going to get active and could be bad. Especially if we have any direct impacts to Taiwan. So we do have this system right here off the coast of the Philippines. It's going to move north. It's going to rapidly intensify, as you can see. It could bring impacts to those southern Japanese islands there. Pretty strong. 950 millibars, very large. And then perhaps a direct impact there of South Korea. And then a landfall there, possibly. What is that? China? Russia? North Korea? Looks like there could be. No, that would be either Russia or North Korea, because China doesn't have any land there. It's either Russia or North Korea. Probably North Korea. Looking like a possible landfall there in North Korea, but could also impact areas of southeast Russia as well. But then we also have another system right behind it that could also develop and produce a lot of direct impacts there to the southern Japanese islands and possibly China as well. So the West Pacific is going to be getting active very, very soon, folks. Indian Ocean. Let's take a look at what we got here. We got that system just there, south of Pakistan, possibly. Going to move south. Impact to the Arabian Peninsula. But overall, it looks like the Indian Ocean seems relatively calm over the next several days, other than that one system there moving across the Bay of Bengal and moving inland over northeast India. I think there is one last area that I want to cover, and then we're going to do some questions, go over more modeling, and do some explaining. I think it was in the Black Sea right here. I think this is the Black Sea, and this is the Mediterranean Sea. I don't know what model it was, though. I heard someone, I have to see where they said it, because there could be some sort of a system developing there. I could be wrong. I mean, again, this is the Black Sea, this is the Mediterranean. Sometimes once we get towards September and October, we sometimes get storms of the Mediterranean. I'm not seeing anything, so I don't know what model it is either. Where is it at? Is it... Black Sea, okay. Satellite. Well, why am I looking on here? They're not gonna show anything here. I need to go to like Zoom Earth or something. This system right here? It's gotta be it, yeah. There's Bulgaria and Turkey. There's nothing in the Mediterranean, so it's this system right here. Although also something indicated on the European model in the Mediterranean. Man, the systems are just popping off left and right all over the place. It's insane. Alright. Timeline, and then we'll do smooth. Yeah, certainly a low level of circulation you can see there. Kind of blurry though, to be honest. Z. Okay, let's see what this is. Alright. Go back to here. Global. You see the Euro. Mediterranean region. Wherever this is at, Europe, I guess. Not the time to call me. Please don't call me. Oh wait, you said 00Z. Oh, I see it right there. Shit. Oh wow. Oh wow, yeah. Oh yeah. Quick mover, not slow. Some heavy rain, which would impact northern Africa. I don't know what country that is. Here we go. So we're going to go to windy because they seem to have better satellite imagery. Because Zoom is not the best. Alright, satellite. Alright. Oh yeah, this is way clearer. Yeah, deep convection there. And then I think infrared is, that's not really. Right, here we go. Oh, we got some lightning there. Oh, we got lightning in it? Wow. That's a really deep convection too. Yeah, organized blob of convection there right on the coast. Definitely bringing some heavy rain and flooding. For sure. It's just, storms are just popping up all over the place right now. It's insane. What do we have for radar? Oh yeah, right where that blob could, oh I can see radar and satellite for free. Windy has really changed in the last several times I've had to use it in the past. It's really good. 30 knots sustained winds, 35 miles an hour. That would clarify for tropical depression. So yeah, it could possibly be. Yeah, I was just about to say that subtropical depression. You're right. Looks like it's getting moved inland a little bit now. Heavy rain there, definitely along. What is it, Bulgaria? I should know. No, this is Turkey. Bulgaria is to the north. This is Turkey. Yeah, moving into northern Turkey, southern Bulgaria. So again, we could see a tropical depression with this right now. Pretty good. Pretty impressive, actually. Wave-wise, oh yeah. Florida, take a look at Florida and see what we got going on here for Florida, right quick. Even though I'm here talking about the tropics. Good old Florida. Got some rain off to the east and some rain off to the west. Oh wow, look at that outflow boundary right here. This is outflow, I think. We do have a tropical disturbance here over Texas. Like right here. Excuse me. Where's my mouse at? There we go. Say, okay, I know models know where it'll go, but with that. We really need to wait until when we get closer, when it's more of a depression, when we have more organization with it. That's where we'll have a better idea of where this one will go. But if we take a look at, if I know what I'm doing. I said the EPS. Oh Lord, what am I looking at here? Let's take a look. Oh, climatology. What kind of precipitation, moisture. This is like precipitation wise. Oh yeah, because the system here, a lot more precipitation here over Texas. And then the high pressure brings in dry air. Imelda? I don't think so. I don't think we'll have another Imelda. I don't think it's going to bring that much rain. Yeah, I think some areas will see less than a foot. Some areas will see, some isolated areas could see 8 to 10 inches, but with Imelda we saw 30 inches of rain in some areas of Houston. So I don't think we'll have another Imelda because it won't be that much rain. But I see what you're saying. Tropical disturbance near Texas could develop into something. I don't think so. Okay, MSLP. Oh, what am I doing? Yes. Mean sea level pressure. Good. I wrote it. I would recommend checking the 00 on the ensemble member for the MSLP 12B. Mean sea level pressure is we need to really look at vorticity, because that's going to tell us the spin in the atmosphere. Let us know, like, you know, this system right here that we're looking at here. So look, go in the future here a little bit. It really just completely falls apart, because if you watch it, look. It really just completely falls apart. Doesn't really organize into anything in terms of rotation at all. But we see more organization with the system here. Shit, I can't see sausage or legend. Of a system here where we see more spin in the atmosphere with that system over southeast Texas, which could see. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I see what you have me do. Okay. This tells you, like, highs are blue, lowers are red. Okay. This is better. This is easier to understand. Because we do have a little bit of low pressure over Southeast Texas because of that system. But if we go to the North Atlantic, yeah, you can really see what they're showing here. Because again, it's all over the place. We don't have it exact. We don't really know what's going to happen with it because of how unpredictable it is. It doesn't have a low level circulation. It doesn't have something it can latch onto, a center. They need a center point where they can predict from. So they know, okay, so the center point, is it going to go here or here based on the high pressure and the wind in the atmosphere, the direction of the wind. There's no center to start it off, so it's hard to know where it's going to go. That's why. Oh yeah, so they got, oh yeah, look at that. Good old area right there. Some showing South America. What's it? South Mexico. South America, Caribbean, Cuba almost, Mexico, Haiti, Dominican Republic area, portions of Cuba, and Northern Caribbean. So, oh yeah, that's quite a bit there. And then another system right behind it as well. And then as well as, we also have a tiny bit of high pressure, like here, but it's not enough because it's nothing to talk about. It's not going to do anything. But that's a little bit more interesting. Now, once we get more into the future, we'll have a better idea of where it is going to go. It'll be more organized. We'll be closer to a point where it'll start to develop. Could go really anywhere. So anywhere from South America to Cuba. At this point, going up the East Coast is even a possibility. It's not, but because of how spread out it is, that's why I'm saying that. This technically, if there was more of these were weaker or these two were apart, this system right here would have a better chance of going north because, think about this. This is how I learned it. These are like mountains. This is like a valley. You want to go there with this resistance. So it would probably take this area up. But because these are so close together and there's the high pressure so high, this is most likely going to stay pushed down. It might try to go up like this. I'm not sure, which is why we may be seeing a few more to the north here, but not exactly sure. So, based on this system, my best guess right now, because of the high pressure, there's even a chance it might just go right to Mexico. That's a pretty good chance. But there also, at the same time, there isn't a huge amount of high pressure ridge over the central United States. So, northern Mexico, that's what we're trying to figure out. Where is it going to go? That's the issue. Okay, what were you saying? If you look at the EPS 00Z run, let's take a look at this. Oh wow, that's a lot more energy right there. I don't know what these little numbers mean. Ensemble member pressure lows are red, highs are blue, normalized spread. I don't know what these reds mean. That's what I need to know. What do those reds mean? I mean, what do those numbers mean, I should say? 49, 57, 60, 84. I have so much I have to learn. Is that like air pressure lower than it should be? So let's say it's like 49 millibars lower than the average, which is 1013. Is that what that means? Yeah, that's 77 millibars lower than it when the average air pressure. That's like what? Like 920? No, that's not right. Can't be right. I don't know. The shaded areas are normalized spread. The numbers indicate the pressure centers. Oh, so 57, 49, so like 957, 949, 904? No, 912? No, I don't know what I'm talking about. That sounds stupid. No, that's not right. That wouldn't make any sense. Indicate the pressure centers. Okay. I don't know. I have to do some more research. I have to learn a lot more. That's something I'm going to be doing today. Figuring out how to read weather maps. In this case, an ensemble member pressure center map. interesting. Very, very, very interesting what they're showing with this system here. Well, this goes out to 360. So if we go to here, what's that to 144? Why does this kind of go out farther than the 06Z? So does every 06Z only go out to 144? And then the next one after 06Z would be 12Z, would go out to 360. So I guess every other update it goes out full. It's very, very interesting. The lower normalized spread, the more certainty. Oh, so this, I guess, normalized spread. So the lower normalized spread, the more certainty. Huh. Interesting. I'm learning now. I'm learning. So these are all different ensembles, I guess you could say. Like this is an ensemble, this is an ensemble, and they're like different models depicting of where the system could go. So the lower normalized spread. So huh. Interesting. You can check weather nodes for an easier map. Yeah, I probably should do that because, I still have a lot to learn in terms of different weather maps that there are out there. And it takes time. It's a learning curve. Weather nerds. Let's try this. I can clarify, I am in fact a weather nerd. Alright, so EPS. Numerical models. Okay, look at. I have to figure out where this is the GEFS. Oh, shite. Shite. Wow. Take a look at this, y'all. Sent by one of our team members on Discord. If you're interested in joining Discord, let us know. Wow, look at that. Definitely looks like part of an eye wall trying to develop there. Not super strong. Certainly looks like some sort of an eye wall trying to develop right here. Wow. I'll show you this one here. This is a pretty cool one too. Wow. That's incredible. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Wow. That is incredible. Alright, let me figure out. I gotta figure out where the EPS is. A tropical cycle guidance. Definitely not. Definitely not. Great. GEFS. I don't know where the EPS is at. Okay, EC. I need to remember all this stuff. I almost wonder if this is any more complicated than what I was looking at before. Huh. Well, very, very well, generally speaking, It does look like it's going to go into the Caribbean. Now, at this point, is it going to go into the Southern Caribbean or Northern Caribbean? There's already a lot of spread going to the Caribbean. Are we seeing more of an impact in Puerto Rico or maybe closer to South America? So the farther out you're going to go, the more and more spread there's going to be with this cone. Like, look at that. South America or Cuba? So the more and farther into the future you go, there's going to certainly be more spread. A lot of them are showing going into Nicaragua, Honduras, Belize, Guatemala, Mexico. So the farther out in time that you're going to go, the more and more uncertain. My God, 932 millibars. That is insane. Wow. So, certainly based on what I've seen here, the farther and farther out in time that you're going to go, the more uncertainty there's going to be because we don't know. We don't have a center. We don't have an idea of where the center of the circulation is at. And so that's what we're waiting on. That's what we're watching for. There's a lot going on. And then obviously we got this system out there in the West Pacific, which, hey, maybe later today at around, I don't know, 1 o'clock or so, Central Time, we may do a tropical weather update just on this system because of how much there is going on. But in fact, if anyone is interested in joining the team, let us know. Links are in the description below. But yeah, this is this main system that we wanted to talk about. 40 minutes, pretty good. So this is this system we're talking about. Again, 97W or 93W? 92W. Way off. 92W. Again, this system looks like it's going to take off. And it's something we're going to watch. We're going to give y'all tropical weather updates around the clock as much as I possibly can. So, I'm very, very excited about that. As well as we're going to work on I'm going to actually work on making better tropical weather update videos. More music in the background, slideshow where we go through different slides, have music in the background. Make our tropical weather updates more interesting and more exciting. So you do have that looking for coming into the future from the Hurricane Watch team, as well as more tropical weather live stream update videos and coverage of tropical cyclones around the world. So, does anyone have any more questions, comments, or concerns? We will be doing another tropical weather update today, specifically on AMS 92W, as it will be another major system impacting possibly China, Taiwan, South Korea, Japan, already impacting the Philippine Islands right now. Lots to talk about. So Hone is intensifying. Wow. Yeah. So we again are going to continue to give y'all updates on the system there in the Gulf, in the Atlantic, in the Central Atlantic, moving into the Western Atlantic. And if it does move in the Gulf of Mexico, y'all will definitely know. We're going to continue to talk about it and talk about its impacts that we could see. Right now, we don't know what. Regardless, can't even say regardless of how strong it will be, because we don't know how strong it will be. Can't really say any of that right now because there is very little information that we have known about it right now. So there's a lot going out there that we have to talk about in the future about that system, and as well as any other systems that do develop from between now and then. Especially in the West Pacific, there will be a lot to cover these next several weeks as we get into this part of the hurricane season. And then once we get into winter, there will be lots of storms to talk about in the Southern Pacific Ocean, Southern Indian Oceans as well. If the GFS is verified for 92W, it would dump lots of rain. Oh yeah. The number one killer of any tropical system is going to be rain. Water. Flooding. Saltwater flooding from storm surge. Freshwater flooding from rain. Alright, one of the biggest freshwater flooding systems that comes up to the top of my head would be Hurricane Harvey, dumping 60 inches of rain I don't know, dumped like 5 trillion gallons of rain over Houston or something. It's insane. I tell you, insane. Alright, new icon is coming in. Alright, just kidding. We're not going anywhere anytime soon. Let's take a look and see what we got here, folks. Cross as well as here. This only goes out 2 days. Nothing interesting here. Take a look at the West Pacific. The West Pacific, what I'm really worried about, because of how quickly this storm could, in fact, intensify. Invest 92W. I don't see anything that looks specifically interesting. And again, I'm probably looking in the wrong areas. Mainly going to be looking here. Waiting to see if this does make its way. Not seeing anything particularly interesting. I mean, there's 1009 millibar system there. We're Texas right now. God, that convection from 92W is insane. I mean, look at these cloud tops, like colder than, we're talking close to negative 90 degrees Celsius. What the hell is this? Oh, it's the new system off the coast of Africa, near the, I forget what the name of those islands are. Wow. Yeah, nothing particularly interesting going on with the icon model line, I'm noticing. Though it's going to take a while before it really starts populating. Oh! That's a lot of new stuff we got on Discord here. My God, y'all, take a look at this. These show you all of the tracks here in the West Pacific. You got China, North Korea, South Korea, Taiwan's like right here, I believe. Japan, Russia, Laos, Thailand, somewhere in there. Philippines. And this system that's going to possibly impact, again, this could impact Taiwan, China, Japan, or South Korea, possibly North Korea, and possibly Russia as well, depending on how far north it goes. As well as another system right behind it, which could be developing back here as well as it makes its way into the moving farther into the West Pacific, impacting areas possible like Japan and the Philippine Islands as well. My gosh, that is insane. Also this, look at this, y'all. Look at this. Okay. Things in yellows, oranges, reds. Brown is 35 knots. And then pink is 40 knots. So this is holding on to 40 knots, or about 45 miles an hour. Not very strong at all. So 40 knots, about 45 miles an hour. But we do have a bit of a, we do certainly have a core with this system. And once again, oh, what we got going on here? Okay. More bad news, folks. Let's just go to, was it the European model? At what timestamp? Okay, this is 0Z, which I think. No, this is, we're on 12Z, not 0Z, so we'll do it last night. 0Z. Why am I looking at this when I know it's going to be in the east? Eastern Gulf of Mexico. Here we go, it's better. This could also be bad, as this could be impacting Florida. Possibly. So again, this storm possibility is far stretched. Anywhere from Florida, the Bahamas, down to Cuba, to Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Mexico, Central America. Oh my God, it's getting dark outside. So even South America is going to be impacted. So all the way around, y'all. Lots of impacts are possible. And then as well as possibly even more systems impacting South. And then we also have the West Pacific as well. Oops. It's the West Pacific. And take a look at this. This is here in the West Pacific. Again, possibly that system just north of the Taiwan in east the east coast of China. And then another system right behind it. There's just so much that right now is happening. We just need to closely monitor the best that. Oops, not saved image, open image. And closely monitor, and I'll try to give updates on every single storm as often as I possibly can, because this, once again, this is a very serious time period in terms of tropical weather. Oh my God, it's getting dark out there. It's about to pour down. Where's my phone at? But we got storms are moving in right now into the northwest Harris County, which is where the Hurricane Watch Team is located at. No? It's so strange. It's like getting really dark outside. I'm sure it's bound to happen. Go back here. Alright guys, stay safe out there. This has been a great day. This will be a great stream. I appreciate everyone. We got more to talk about here in the future, more tracking and explaining and predicting the storms. I got a lot of work I got to get to regarding tropical weather, and I got to get to do some work for YouTube. So stay safe out there, everyone. We got a lot to do. We got a lot to talk about. If you want to join our Patreon and become part of the team, feel free. Links are in the description below. That does it for us today. Stay safe out there, everyone. Yes, this AOI could be very bad. Stay safe as always, and we're going to continue to do more tropical weather updates. Peace out, folks.